Hello and welcome back to another episode. Today I'm very much in the mood to play Shenmue on Dreamcast, and I'm not going to pretend that I've always known about this game. It was released in 1999 on the Dreamcast, and well, I couldn't afford a Dreamcast as a kid, so I just didn't know that this game existed. A few years ago, though, I came across it on the Happy Console Gamer show, and I was fascinated at the promise of what it was that Johnny Millennium was describing. And so when I finally got my hands on a Dreamcast, I knew I had to try out this game. Now, first of all, we've just missed the opening cutscene where Ryu's father, our protagonist here, has been brutally murdered. And the whole premise is that you're meant to be investigating his murder and getting revenge. But for me, this game is more exciting than a revenge story or what comes next, indeed, in the story. It's actually a wonderful early attempt to fashion a life simulator on a console. Back in 1999, this game was the most expensive game ever produced. And for example, if you click the right trigger, you can literally investigate almost everything in this world. So we can open this drawer and we can look around inside. And is there anything else to see? No? Okay, let's go down a drawer then. Let's open this drawer. Oh, we got some, what was it, socks and t-shirts sort of folded up. Okay. And let's go down another drawer. And this is more or less for me the appeal of Shenmue, is this ability to do really quite boring things in a computer game. Now I'm sort of being light-hearted when it comes to that, but I mean this is I think one of the main reasons why I appreciate this game is that I can only imagine what this experience would have felt like to a Dreamcast owner when playing this game. The game came out the same year that it was released in Europe, and about a year into the Dreamcast's release in Japan. And so this is more or less this is an early title, if not a launch title in some respects. And to have a little universe, I mean, frankly, even a fully fleshed out wardrobe in the first room is really quite something. Anyway, let's continue. And if I'm honest, the control scheme does feel a bit weird, a little bit dated, compared to, say, modern consoles.
Your son.
Oh.
You should still be resting.
I'm fine, really. And you? Are you all right?
Yes, but I must keep busy, otherwise I'll get depressed.
I understand. But you needn't work too hard.
Yes.
Because that's bound to happen when you
By the way, I have this for you.
when you have a master who's been brutally murdered
This is for
in his
today.
dojo. You're bound to get a bit depressed.
Tomorrow, I'll leave it on top of the shoe cabinet every day.
Do you know what Fukusan is?
Okada-san, I believe he's in the dojo.
Really? Thanks.
I'll come back to the voice acting, etc., in just a moment. But yeah, so the control scheme feels a bit strange if you're accustomed to a modern console. First of all, you move around using the D-pad, and that hasn't really been properly a thing for quite some time now. You control the camera with the control stick, with the joystick, which feels strange given that on most games these days you have a second analog stick which is used to control the camera. And then you have sort of like an auto walk button, which is the left trigger button. Hang on, if I can turn around, there we go. So you don't have to always be pushing forward. That's kind of cool. And then you have the right trigger button to zoom in and investigate your surroundings. It kind of takes a little bit of getting used to if you're coming off modern consoles, but I love it. I absolutely love it. And actually, as the game progresses, you get the opportunity to interact with sort of in-world shops and games arcades, other people. There's a little shrine that you get to muck about with. And for me, that's more or less what Shenmue is. It is the muckabout simulator. and I'm sure that is not what Yu Suzuki had in mind when he came up with this concept. In fact, actually, initially this game was a Virtua Fighter RPG, which is really interesting. Actually, you can sort of see some of the Virtua Fighter legacy, I suppose, in the character models, and also actually in the opening cutscene when Ryu's father is murdered. You know, there's some solid polygon on polygon kung fu action. So so that is, excuse me, sorry, that is certainly a key part of the history of Shenmue in terms of its creators' history with Virtua Fighter. But in that sense, though, it's hard to tell quite how ambitious Yu Suzuki, how ambitious a plan he had in mind from the get-go. Whether or not this was always intended to be such a huge endeavour. After all, this game fits onto 2 discs.
Why did those men come after my father? I should go talk to Fukusan.
Okay, can't leave just yet. This game fits onto 2 discs, not 1. It is a game which... oh, so Left Trigger's also run. Okay, fair enough. It's a game which has a huge amounts of voice acting in it, even though, for example, Ryu's voice acting at times is hilariously robotic, shall we say.
Ryo-san, is everything okay?
Don't worry, I'm fine.
Like that.
I want to ask you about that man.
Oh, that man.
Oh, that man.
The man called Landi. What did he talk with my father about?
Landi demanded the mirror, and then they threw me out of the dojo.
The black suits? Catch the names?
I don't know. They came out of nowhere.
I see. Thanks, Fukusan.
Wasn't very
If you
helpful.
remember anything at all, be sure to tell me.
Ryo-san, why? What you gonna do? Ryo-san, where are you going? You're not going after them. Please don't. Look what they did to Hazuki-sensei.
They killed my
They killed
father.
my father. Right in front of me. I will have my revenge. I need to do this for my father.
Yes, yes you do. And so, yeah, in that sense, the story, the sort of the noirish element of the story, the fact that the game, sorry, slip of the tongue there, that the game feels kind of like a movie in places, really shows that eventually the initial Virtua Fighter RPG plan was simply no longer big enough to contain the Shenmue story. Now, I've got around about, I don't know, maybe 2/3 through the game. I haven't completed this game yet, and I haven't therefore played Shenmue 2, so I'm not remotely ready for playing Shenmue 3, much to my shame. But in that sense, I really don't mind, because I love taking my time with this game. It's set in the 1980s, and this walk into town, for me at least, still feels just as exciting as that initial walk out of the Kokiri village into Hyrule Field in Zelda Ocarina of Time. It really does feel as though, well, frankly, it feels a little bit as though I'm on holiday. I mean, the road, the concrete, it all feels very mundane and normal. Very much like, for example, last year we went to part of Greece for a week away. It feels like that. It feels like you're exploring someone else's hometown.
Are you looking for something?
That's creepy. So that's what I appreciate about this, is that for 1999 they really have created a sense of a world which also crucially isn't full of fog. You know, compared to, say, Silent Hill, which is another fairly well fleshed out realistic town on a console,
Hi, Megan.
this one doesn't have a limited draw distance, or if it does, it hides it with architecture.
To tell my mommy.
Oh, she's got a cat.
Sure.
Okay, then I'll show you.
Is this your kitten?
But this kitty, see? She's all alone.
All alone?
Yep. See, the other day, when it rained, a car ran over her mommy.
Oh dear.
My big sister saw it. She said it was a big black car.
No, a big black car ran over the cat.
A black car?
Black car.
And she said it was really scary. And then me and Sis, we buried the mommy cat. And so now, I can be the kitty's mommy. But Mommy says we can't keep the kitten at home.
I don't think that's a little girl. I don't think that's really a little girl voicing this little girl.
Like Koda, Yasuo, and Kaio.
I see.
Kitty don't look so good. Think she's hungry?
Probably hungry, yeah.
Wait a second.
Okay.
It's these random encounters as well that really help to sell this as a world. There we go. Tofu?
Maybe she's not hungry.
Well,
What about the dry fish?
there's also dried fish. Give that a try. If you crush it, she might eat it.
Okay.
Well, I've got to go now.
But wait! We gotta think of a name for the kitty!
Oh, well, when I think of a good one, I'll let you know.
Just don't call it Squish.
Bye, y'all!
Bye bye! See, actually, that is quite Silent Hillish, isn't it? Meeting a creepy little girl in a realistically rendered town. But anyway, my point is that I really appreciate the pace of this game. This isn't a game that's in a hurry, and it doesn't expect you to be either. And so, yeah, I don't mind the fact that I haven't played Shenmue 2 yet. And frankly, I'm not quite sure on what console I want to play it, because you can get it on the Dreamcast. I think in the PAL region, I think you can. I don't think it was released in the US though. But you can definitely get it on the original Xbox, and so I'd better play it, I think, on my Xbox 360.
Oh, hello, yo.
Hello, y'all.
Kondo-san, the day of the incident, did you see any men in black suits?
The
The
incident.
day of the incident? You mean the day it thundered, right? I didn't see them.
I see. Did anything unusual happen around here that day?
Not that I'm aware of. But you know, Sumiya-san knows about everything that goes on around here. It'd be good if you tried asking Sumiya-san.
Okay,
I see.
let's ask Sumiya-san. Now here, is this the vending machine that I can interact with? Let's have a look. Yes, I can. 100 yen gets me, actually, what else we go for? Grape, orange, jet cola. Ooh, what are they? Wood coffee. Okay, I think. Jet soda. Let's go for grape. There we go. So between the sort of the very staged and somewhat dry conversations, but nonetheless with excellent, fully voice acted characters, and these kind of overly structured sort of,
Good.
which button do you choose? Press the button. Pick up the can. Open the can. Drink the. despite all that, I really appreciate the ambition. It's not as fluid as again, as for example, a modern games developer would want to handle this sort of world. But these are people who are learning how to do it. I mean, as I say, they're learning how to, at this point, still learning how to create a controller that will work in 3D space. And in that sense, this virtual world really does hold up, I think. Really, oh, that guy's appeared out of nowhere. Really rather well. Okay, let's talk to him. Ah, got stuck on his shoulder. Hello.
Yo.
Yo.
Did you see some men dressed in black suits on the day of that incident? They were wearing
That
sunglasses
incident.
too. On the day when it snowed, do you remember?
No, I don't.
I see.
I'm sorry.
No, it's okay.
You're not sorry. Swear to me.
Mayumi.
Hey, Rio. What's up?
Oh, they're saying Ryu, not Yo. Sorry.
I hear you've been having a rough time. I'd be more than happy to help you out.
Thanks.
How can you help me out? That wasn't very helpful. Maybe she'll make me a sandwich or something later on. Okay, right. I'm going to head over here. Talk to this guy.
Hey,
Hey, mister!
Hey, mister!
Let's play soccer!
some other time, okay?
Now, a friend of mine did once call this the slightly dodgy 80s simulator, in so much as you're just going around asking everyone, kids as well, about a murderer. But that's part of the appeal of the game.
Hey, is everything okay?
No?
Yeah, but hey, on that day, did you see any men
On that
wearing
day?
black suits? Black suits? No, I sure didn't.
That day.
I see. Any idea who might know about those men in black suits? Maybe Sakuragaoka Gossip Gaggle might know something. You know how they're always yakking over near the payphone. Try asking them. Good idea.
Where is the payphone?
I should ask around here some more.
Yes. So, if you haven't tried out Shenmue, it is worth a go. It is also, though, quite a pricey game. Oh! Hang on. Come on. This is
100 yen each.
buy.
Maybe just one.
I love the vending machines. That said, though, the price of Shenmue does seem to be coming down in recent years. Oh, let's have a look at this, shall we? Can we move it around? We can. You see, this sort of stuff is, we wouldn't see this again, really, in this sort of fashion until games like L.A. Noire, when you're investigating the evidence of at a murder, this kind of thing.
Maybe I should get another.
Maybe I love that. Maybe I'll get another. Ryu is a bit of a vending machine addict, a bit like me. Oh, what's this one?
This is cool.
This is cool. Can I zoom in at all? I can zoom in with the right trigger. Cool. Okay, little fighting man. Lao 1. Okay, cool.
I should try again.
Okay, just one more. Yeah, so the price has been coming down, and I think with the re-release of this game,
It's the same one.
Ahead of the release of Shenmue 3, hopefully the price will come down a bit more as well. Now, so these are characters from Virtua Fighter, which is really cool. A nice little reference to Yu Suzuki's career. And
I
next,
should try again.
well, hang on.
Nah, not today.
No. Sorry, it does sometimes feel as though you are controlling someone who's just a little bit touched, a little bit sun Oh, okay, open from 9 till 7 o'clock. Okay, a little bit sunstroked, as it were. Anyway, let's try this one.
Toy capsules. 100 yen each, huh?
Let's try one, just one.
Maybe just one.
Yeah, just one. I'm sure the housekeeper who's leaving him money every day won't be happy spending all his cash on toy capsules.
This is cool.
Oh, this is pretty cool. I like it. So again, yeah, these little sort of details that were put into the game clearly are part of the reason for the game
Maybe I should
costing.
get another.
No, let's quit.
Changed my
Costing
mind.
between $47 and $70 million back in the day. As I say, at the time, the world's most expensive game. And so, yeah, as I say, I think it is worth experiencing this. Because it was a trailblazer. It definitely pointed the way in terms of open worlds. And frankly, in some respects, this sort of open
Someone
world...
around here might have seen something.
Okay. This sort of open world hasn't really been done like this in other games since. Arguably, for example, GTA attempts to render realistic worlds.
Perhaps they're out.
Perhaps they are out. Realistic worlds for you to interact and move around in. But this sort of interactive story, this movie element, this film noir investigation, has its own sort of flavour and texture. Okay, let's try this lady here.
Mishima-san,
Oh, hello, Ryo.
Hello.
that day of the incident, did you see some men dressed in black suits?
Black suits? No,
No,
I didn't see them.
Well, did you happen to notice
I
anything
didn't
unusual?
see
Oh,
them.
nothing worth mentioning.
Nothing worth
I'm looking for
mentioning.
anything at all. Is there anything you remember?
I'm sorry, Ryo. The weather was awful, so I stayed inside all day. Did you ask Sumiya-san? She knows about everything that occurs in this neighborhood.
Maybe everyone's on drugs. Everyone's just a little bit spaced. Anyway, again, it can be forgiven. This is a game from 1999. You know, mobile phones were scarcely becoming popular at this point.
Oh,
Oh,
I'm sorry. I don't like talking to strangers.
fair enough.
I see.
I see. Okay. Let's go explore over here. Now, eventually, when you get into the larger part of the town, sort of the shopping city district kind of area, as I say, there's literally a Sega arcade. You can have a go on, I think, Road Rash, for example, and some other titles. Let's see. Hello, Mr. Garden Man.
Yamagishi-san.
Oh, hello, Ryo.
Oh, hello.
Are you okay?
I've been feeling a bit ill, but it's nothing to worry about now. Sorry.
No, I'm sorry to disturb you. I'll come back another time. Take care.
I'm sorry about this.
No, it's fine.
Oh, I can't get past him. Oh, let me stop bowing. Let me past. Okay, I'll have to back up and there we go. Can I get past? Oh, come on, man. Come on. The only downside is you can't jump in this game. It's a bit of a shame. Can I sort of side? I'm trapped in an old man's garden. Okay. Oh, has he gone? Oh, that's my inventory. That's the time. Okay, cool. There we go. Whew. Now then, let's see. Let's try this house here.
Perhaps they're out?
You don't give anyone any time to answer the door, will you? Honestly. Be a bit more patient. Okay. alleyway. I also quite appreciate the sort of the insight that we're getting into Japanese suburban life in the late 80s. Again, this is what I suppose I mean when I say that it feels... Oh. Is that the shop open? Abe's shop. Abe's store. Or it could be Abe. Is it Abe? Is that, or is it... Okay, hello.
Excuse me.
What is it, baby boy Joe?
The day of that incident, did you see any men dressed in black suits?
I don't have the time to fool with looking at men.
I see.
That's not weird at
Anything
all.
unusual happened that day?
You again. With me, every day it's the same old routine.
I see.
Use your head, baby boy Joe.
Yes.
Use your head. Do not ask me questions. Leave now. You silly baby boy Rio. I see. But yeah, so the fact that the game is set in 1986, it's an interesting little insight into Japanese suburban life, because again, the goal was to make it feel realistic, and I've never seen, at least, you know, as I say, in the commentaries and reviews that I've read and watched, any criticism of the portrayal of everyday life at the time in Japan. Now, it has been a while since I've played the opening of the game, and so it's probably quite obvious that I can't quite remember where the lady that I'm looking for is. But I'm sure she's around. She'll be around here somewhere. No, there's the kids who are playing. Can we see? Oh, you too. Can I get down there? Yeah, I can. There we go.
Ichigo. Hey, bro.
Hey, bro.
I want to ask you something. Yeah? What is it? That day, did you see any men wearing black suits? That day?
That day?
No, I didn't see them. I see.
I didn't see them.
Any idea of who may have seen them? How about Mishima-san or Kondo-san? Those women just might know something. You know, they're always near the payphone in Sakuragaoka. Standing there chatting and gossiping all day? Yeah, maybe they know and are chatting about it now. I'll ask them.
Maybe they know and are chatting about it now. I think they are chatting about it now. Okay, I shall go back to them. They did give me a tip. I wasn't really listening, was I? Okay, off we go. It's the kids again. So yes, this is a bit the game, and again, what you do later on in the game always brings a smile to my face. The attention to detail, and crucially, as I say, the slightly quirky feeling that you get from the game, particularly from the voice acting. Okay, and what did she say again?
Oh, hello, Rio.
Hello.
That day of the incident, did you see some men dressed in black suits?
Black suits? No,
No,
I didn't see them.
I didn't see them.
Did you happen to notice anything unusual?
Oh, nothing worth mentioning.
I'm looking for anything at all. Is there anything you remember?
I'm sorry, Rio. The weather was awful, so I stayed inside all day. Did you ask Sumiya-san? She knows about everything that occurs in this neighborhood.
Is that so?
Okay, so I think I remember where she is. I think actually it's the person I didn't speak to up here. So here she is.
Sumiya-san. On
Sumiya-san.
the day of the incident, did you see some men in black suits?
In black suits? No, I didn't. But I did see a cat, though.
A cat?
You mean a black cat?
Yes, it was run over by a car. A kitten was crying nearby. I also saw little Megumi crying with it.
Yeah.
I see. Was there anything else unusual about that day?
Now that you mention it, Yamagishi-san took a terrible spill at the corner by the park. He was trying to dodge a speeding car. Looked as if he hurt his back. I think it was the same car that hit the cat. It must have been going really fast.
Mm-hmm.
I see.
Okay, so what do we need to do? We need to Yamagishi-san. Okay. Need to investigate Yamagishi-san. So yeah, the story progresses, and that's, I'd say, this sort of film noir kind of style. And let's see, where is he? Yamagishi-san.
Now, Yuki. Yo! Got a sec? Sure. Hey, is everything okay? Yeah, but hey, on that day, did you see any men wearing black suits? Black suits? No, I sure didn't. I see.
No, this is not him.
See you later.
Where's Yamagishi-san? Is this Yamagishi-san?
Yamagishi-san.
Yes, it is.
Oh, it's you now.
So I knew I had to speak to him.
How was your back? Yes, it's much better. But how did you know? I heard from someone in the neighborhood that you almost got ran over by a car.
And I spoke to you earlier, and you
It
said
must have been Megumi or
your back was hurt.
Sumiya-san who told you. That driver was insane.
What insane.
Could you tell me about what happened with that car? Sure. This black car came flying around the corner over by Sakuragaoka Park and went towards Dubuita. A black car. Did you see the license plate number? Maybe if there hadn't been any snow. And to make matters worse, I fell over. So I never had the chance. Oh, well, I'm glad to hear you're okay.
Okay, so what does our notebook say? The black car went towards Dobuita. Maybe people who work there saw it. Okay. And there we go. Now I just wanted to just quickly have a look here. Hopefully not. Oh, it's 5:56 p.m. The shops might be closed. Let's have a look anyway. People who work here. Down we go. And this is what I love. I love this sense that I'm just exploring. As I say, it feels like I'm on holiday, like I'm in someone else's town, and
I should talk to some more people.
a life is going on around me. It's brilliant. There we go. There we go at the game store. Hopefully they're open after 5 o'clock. What sort of arcade would it be if it wasn't? And the arcade. 6:05 p.m. And here we are. This is just a thing of beauty. So obviously, being a Sega game, we have more or less a Sega arcade. Let's see, we have a gaming table here set up.
Ichiro. Hey, bro.
Oh, you get around, don't you, Ichiro?
I want to ask you something. Huh? What's up? That day.
That day.
Did you see a black car? That day?
That day?
Sorry, afraid not. I see. I wonder if anyone knows about that black car.
Oh, she's going to say...
Let me think a bit. Sorry. No one I can think of.
Hey, before you said the
See you later.
ladies by the phone
Yeah.
box. Okay. Let's see, what have we got? We've got a... No, don't go outside. We've got a... a jukebox.
100 yen per play. Why not play one?
Yeah, okay. I shall play... It's all of the sort of step by step. It's just a little bit uncomfortable, isn't it? Magical sound shower. Hang on main theme, Space Harrier main theme, File Takeoff, Antiquity Tree, Flower Girl, Dandy Old Man, Liquor, Bosnov, MJQ. Let's go for Hang on main theme. Yeah, very cool. And here we have...
Hang on, 100 yen a game.
They bought the opportunity to play Hang On. Let's play.
I should try it once.
Maybe I'll try again. No, don't cancel. I definitely want to try. Okay.
Hang on, 100 yen a game.
Play.
I'll try
It's
it.
not often you get to play an arcade in a computer game, is it? 100 yen. Yes. Push start button. And off we go. Now is it A to go? Yeah, and then we can steer. Oh. Oh no, it's right trigger to go. Rats. Ah! I've been lapped. I remember playing, actually possibly Hang On itself actually, in the arcades growing up. Oh! I think I found it easier when I actually had a bike to sit on. Oh look, Shenmue in the background's being advertised. It's like an advert for it in a game. It's an advert for a game in the game. In a game that's in the game. Dobutia, that's the name of the town or the district that we're in. That's pretty cool. Dobuita. Okay, come on. We can do this. Oh. Crashed out. On a bend. I didn't crash out on a straight. Anyway. Well, okay, I shall put my shameful... Oh, it's not going to let me. That's a bit frustrating. Oh, okay, that'll do. End. Come on. There we go. U Arcade. So that's Hang On, and then we have
Darts.
Darts.
One game, 100 yen.
Yeah. I might as well spend all my money on little toys and darts and arcade
Maybe I'll play it a bit.
experiences. Okay. Ready to go. Darts in an arcade, can you imagine? Okay, so I'm not sure if you can actually... You have to just press A at the right time and... Oh! Although digitally counted darts, that's quite funky. And... 20!
No good.
Not a 5? Ah. Wouldn't mind a triple 20 if I can. Ah. Okay. Come on, triple 20. Oh!
This is the last dart.
You get 5 darts. That's strange. Normally it's like rounds of 3, isn't it? In proper darts. No.
Oh, good.
No, terrible. Terrible.
Game over.
Game over. I'll quit that
That's
one.
enough for now.
That is enough for now. Okay, and let's see what's over here. We have,
One game, 100 yen.
yeah,
Come on, kid.
play.
I'll try it.
See, it is a 1980s simulator. We're in the arcades. Okay, are we ready? Okay, so B. Oh, did that? Oh,
Second try.
okay.
Ready, go.
A. X. B. A. B. B. A. B. X. B. B. X. B. X. A. 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 B. 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 X. B. A. B. X. X. A. X. 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 B. A. B. X. A. B. X. A. B. X. A. X. X. A. A. B. B. A. B. X. A. B. B. X. A. X. A. I'm not doing too bad, am I? B. A. A. B. A. X. B. A. B. A. A. Ooh.
Final try. Ready, go.
I'm not sure I want to do that again. I'll just press the wrong button. There we go. Whew. How did we do? Got a high score. That's not too bad.
Hey, not too bad.
Thank you. Not too bad. Excite Bike 2. No, Excite QTE.
E. One play, 100 yen.
Yeah, okay, let's give that a go.
I'll give it a try.
Yeah, let's give it a try. So the buttons, they match the layout on the Dreamcast here. I don't think I've ever played this before. Oh! Wrong button.
Ah,
So you just got to push the button. Interesting.
ah.
That was terrible.
Game over already?
Yeah, I know. Sorry. Sorry, Ryu. What else have we got? Oh.
One game, 100 yen.
Space Harrier? Mega Drive Classic?
I should try it once.
Yeah, you should.
Welcome to the fantasy zone. Get ready.
Oh, I've always found this game trippy. Trippy as balls. Something about floating through space infinitely on a sort of an isometric grid that just slightly messes with my brain. Not to mention the frame rate is a bit dodgy, isn't it? So it's kind of hard to see things coming sometimes. So yeah, I know I should be investigating my father's murder, but this is cool. Ah!
Get ready.
Give it, yep. I love this game. Well, I mean, I love the game in which I'm playing this game. Oh, dragon, dragon, dragon. No, 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 no. Go on, go on. Ah. Oh. We're getting there, we're getting there. Dodge the fireballs. Ah. I brought him down though. Yep. Stage 2, Giza. Oh. Got smashed in the face by a stone face. Game over. Okay. That'll do. That'll do me, pig. That'll do. Wow, I've been in the arcade for like 3 hours, apparently. That's also kind of realistic for the 1980s. And let's see, anything else? Can we play this? Oh, no, 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 turn around. Not darts. Can't play that, okay. That's fair enough. We can't play that either. Let's talk to the guy behind the counter, let's see how friendly he is.
Excuse me. What?
What?
Did you see a black car around here recently?
I see lots of black cars.
Yeah, exactly,
It
dumbass.
drove through here at high speed.
High speed.
High speed.
Through here. No, I didn't see anything like that.
I love how his shirt says U on it for the U arcade. It's brilliant.
It's nothing. I gotta go.
Just all these little details, the aircon, the piping.
Have you heard anybody talking about a black car?
Nope, sure haven't.
Except for you, obviously. Talking about a black car. And let's leave it there, shall we? Really, I wanted to get to the arcade and play a little bit of Sega arcade fun. Shenmue is fantastic, and I really am, as I say, looking forward to seeing how the re-release of 1 and 2, but also Shenmue 3 are received by modern gamers, because this stuff I think still holds up as an experience. There's nothing else quite like it, and hopefully people, even if they don't like the experience as presented, because it is a bit clunky in places, they'll at least appreciate that this is a moment in gaming history, and a real attempt to portray a world, not a fantasy world where you can make up rules that sort of fit in with your ability to portray that world, so have invisible boundaries like forest, trees and things like that getting in your way. In this game, they had to make a world that felt like a real world and a real 1986 Japan, and I think they did a very good job. My only regret is I forgot to pick up a tangerine before I left the house. You can pick up fruit in this game. I love it. Anyway, guys, as ever, until next time, do take care. Bye-bye.